Good morning, welcome back to the channel, and it's in between Christmas and New Year. I've come off to burn a bit of Christmas turkey off. Start feeling a bit lazy, don't you, after Christmas Day? So we've come on to this fairly new permission on the higher ground in the heart of the Lake District, and we're just detecting by these woods. I'll flip the camera around and give you a quick view of it. So I've come up the hill and I've come onto this flat ground, so we're just going to have a check up here. Today's video is the equinox explained for those people who've got equinoxes for Christmas. Okay, right, so basically you have to excuse the dirt on mine because it's I've not cleaned it in a while. Basically, I do have a video out there showing you how to power the headphones, so I won't go into that at the moment. But I just want to, the first thing you'll probably do is scour the internet looking for different settings to put in. And I just want to simplify things by some of these settings out there. They're just made to look good, but basically you've got your preset modes, as in your field. I'll start from the beginning. So you've got Park 1 and Park 2. And then you've got, which has a slightly bigger discrim, so you'll discrim out a bit of foil if you want to go coin shooting. Then you've got your field mode, what we use, field 1, field 2. Field 2 is a little bit more sensitive. You've got beach mode, beach 1, beach 2, and then you've got gold mode. Not many people use that, but it is deep. So I'm in field 1 today, as you can see. So what I really want to explain to you is all these modes, the preset into the machines, and you can't really change them. So all these advanced settings do is change the way it sounds and where them sounds come in. Right, so you can go into your target tone and you can put that up to 5, or you can put that up to 50. All depends on what you like. Okay, so once you've set your mode that you want to be in, you make sure that your sensitivity is up to whatever the field can handle. I've got it on 23 today. Okay, that's plus and minus. Ground balance 0, which is recommended for European conditions, and I find this the best, especially on the pasture. I've got my volume at 25. I've got my threshold at 2 because I just like to hear that little slight hum in the background. Upset and reject -9. Then my recovery speed today I've got set at 4. If you click and hold the menu button there, it now goes on to iron bias. I haven't got my iron bias set at 2 today, and that is, if you know you're on iron bias, because it's got FE. Okay, and then you press your tech button. That's all you need to do. So don't get yourself hung up on these fancy settings that are out there. If you go wrong, what I'm trying to say is people just experiment with the machine to see what works best for you. If you go wrong at any stage and you don't know how to get back, you could always do a factory reset, but I wouldn't recommend that because that resets the whole machine. You could actually just reset your mode. So to reset your mode, so I see I'm in field 1 there. If you click and hold the mode button and leave it pressed in, SP appears. That has reset your mode that you're in, and not the rest of it. So it's a little handy tip there. So what the Equinox is not a complicated machine at all. It is really easy to use, and it is really easy to set up. Anyway, I hope this has helped. Let's crack on with a bit of detecting now. Just show you what I've had so far. Couple of Victorias, cow tube, I don't know what that is. It could be off I don't know. Could be part of an old pot. Well, let's carry on. At least there's something here, isn't there? You just never know with new land what you're going to find, really. So it's the unearthed UK Christmas metal detecting dig in a couple of days' time. So what we're going to do at the end of this video, we'll put up the best finds from it and we'll join it in with this video. Okay. Well, I haven't really had much to show you so far. I've just got a pocket full of cow tubes, and I've just had a 26. Looks like I've had a bit of silver. It's the George shilling, I think. Oh, it's half a crown. The date 1941. It's not too bad, it's a bit battered. That's the best thing I've had all day. Right, back onto the equinox. So for you new users that have got them this Christmas, I'd recommend you just tried maybe field 1 to start with, and just the factory settings. You set your recovery speed and your iron bias and your sensitivity, and then you've got a choice of putting it into all metal or not. So it's a horseshoe button here that puts it into all metal. Sometimes I like to detect in all metal because you can hear all the sounds in the ground. But if you want an easy life, just turn that all metal off. And I recommend you use that and you get used to the machine before you start adding all these settings into it. Get used to the machine, get some hours with it and get used to it. Okay. Right, let's carry on. Well, not very far away from the last one. I think that's an Edward. Oh no, it's another George V. Oh, it's a florin. Can we get a date off that one? $1929. What a nice looking coin, them, aren't they? And that came over at 24 on the equinox. You're not going to miss that. So up until now I wasn't having very much at all, and we are losing a bit of light because it's getting towards the end of the day. But if we don't make any more footage today, we'll see you on the unearthed dig, and I will put the finds up from the unearthed dig at the end. Okay, next up, looks like we have a cartwheel penny. Some weight in that. You won't like a lot of them jangling around in your pocket. That's probably George III. You're not going to miss that with whatever machine you've got. Might get some detail off it later. Right, let's carry on. Hello and welcome back to the festive unearthed dig, and we're with the man himself, Father Christmas, Mr. Graham Worston.
Do you know what? I've never felt as festive in my life. I even feel festive in my baubles tap. That's how festive I am. And you'll never see me again with a Santa's hat on. But I'm doing it because I've got to feel festive. This lot behind me will make me feel festive. I don't know if this hat will. There you go.
I think we're up for a good dig today, don't you?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what comes up off here. We've had good Roman bits and pieces off here before. And we've had medieval bits as well, so fingers crossed something good will come up, yes.
Okay, let's get at it and see what comes up.
Keep watching.
I'm just back with Dave Hilton and he's had a nice Victoria threepence when I get the focused. Dave Hilton, the man himself, the man with the many faces. Nice sounding by Kev. It's very, very windy and rainy, so what I'm going to do for now is just take a few pictures of the finds. So I don't think we're going to be able to do much more videoing. Okay. Well, I'm back with Al at dinner time and I think he's had a Mary Groat. I'm trying to round everybody up and get some pictures. It's a really wet day. He's also had George III, the shilling. That'll clean up really nice. Okay, back with Shirley and she's had a nice little hammered. Lovely that. Thank you, Shirley. Right, I've just had this little figure. Looks like a maid. Maybe washing some clothes or doing something with some corn in a bucket. It's quite nice. It's getting really windy now. We've had rain all morning. Now the wind started. Okay. Back with Neil Irwin now, and what a lovely Eddie Penny that is. Minty. Well done, mate. Well, just had a very deep, apologise about the wind, but I've just had a very deep 24 on the equinox. Oh, and it's a very deep shilling. I don't know who of. I'd say, going by that, it's probably Elizabeth. Look at the size of that. Brilliant. Okay, let's carry on. Minelab power.